Hey guys, what's up? I'm Tracy. In case you're new here to my channel, I do invite you to subscribe down below, the little subscribe button with the little red writing. And also there's like a little bell right next to the subscribe button where you can turn on post notifications so that you never have to miss one single upload. You don't want to miss a video, right? You want to come hang out with me. So I had this wild idea of doing a full face using all of Boxycharm products that I've received over the month. The reason that I wanted to make this video is for people that don't already have Boxycharm that have been curious about it. I personally love Boxycharm. This is not a paid video. It's not a sponsored video, although holla at ya, girl. Boxycharm is a monthly subscription box. And I know that there's a lot of subscription boxes out there, but this one, it's all beauty products, so you will receive 5 to 6 full size. And Boxycharm just makes it so exciting because on their Instagram, they kind of give you sneak peeks of what to expect. I feel like Boxycharm is such a great way to build up a beauty collection because I know how expensive things may be, and you receive a lot of high-end products in your monthly subscription box, along with other brands that you've never really heard about, but their products are just top quality. So let's just go ahead and jump right into this video and I'll show you what I've collected throughout the months.
There's a hope that's waiting for you in the dark. You should know you're beautiful just the way you are.
Okay, so I haven't been doing my eyebrows lately, but for the sake of this video, I will be doing them. It's just like I have bangs and there's like no point in doing them. But let me just go ahead and start off with this first item. My dog did that, little bastard. This is the Dr. Brandt No More Baggage Deep Poofing Gel. Sorry, I got a little stuck there. From what I remember, this Dr. Brandt Deep Poofing Gel was a little bit over $40, I think. And the proper way to put this is to just tap on it until it dries down. Okay, so the next item that I'm going to be using is the Becca Blacklight Priming Filter. This is a primer. You can't even see Becca's name. Come on, Becca. But this really does illuminate your face a lot. Let's go ahead and move the bangs out of the way. Oh, and I forgot to mention these nails. I also received this nail polish from Boxycharm a long time ago. I don't remember exactly what month this was, but that's what I'm currently wearing. I forgot to mention that. For eyebrows, I'm taking this Charlotte Beauty brow pomade, and it looks like this. So the pomade is in here, and you just put it to the bottom, and that's how that looks, okay? We received the color taupe, and I think everybody received the color taupe. Correct me if I'm wrong. So all you do is just dip inside of there. I believe we received this brow pomade sometime in July, I want to say. Since it was coming out a little bit harsh, I'm just going to go in with a spoolie and kind of work that product out. And this is going to look a lot cleaner with some concealer, so just give it a moment, girls and boys. Okay, I did mention that it was not personalized, so you're not going to be receiving any concealers or foundation because it doesn't work with all skin types, and most of us get the same box. It doesn't just personalize to a certain person. So I'm just using my concealer, and this is the Josie Maran Full Coverage Argan Oil Infused Concealer. And I did receive this Olimar brush here, and it's like a flat brush, and I'm going to use this to carve out my brows. So first, do that. Alright, so now I'm just cleaning up this top part of my eyebrow. And then at this inner part, I always take the concealer and move it upwards, only because I know that they looked really squared and I don't like that. Okay guys, so I'm going to do the other eyebrow off camera and I'll be right back. Are you still there? Now I'm going to take some Shadow Shield, and these come in a pack of 14. I picked them up from my local Walmart, and you can get them for like $4.99 for the pack of 14, so I think that's pretty cool. And even though I don't have my foundation on, I'm going to use these because I really want to have a clean line right here. So you remove the little stickies from here. This didn't come in my Boxycharm, by the way, but I'm going to be using them for this look. So I'm not putting eyeshadow primer, I'm just applying some concealer, and this is the Tarte Shape Tape. And just working that in there. I feel like this works really well to make any eyeshadow just pop. And it dries down very quickly, so I really like using this on my lid. I'm going to be playing with 2 palettes for this look. Not the Laura Lee one, but I did want to mention that I do have a complete eye look using this palette if you're like into colorful looks and stuff like that. Or if you're kind of over Laura Lee, then whatever. But if you're interested in watching my video, I'm going to go ahead and link it up above here. So I did mention that I was going to use only 2 palettes, but I forgot that I had this one here. We received a full-size Rainforest of the Sea Volume 2 palette by Tarte. And that's what this one looks like. I like using this eyeshadow here to set my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer on the eyes. And I'm going to take the Olimar, what is this? Oh, it doesn't have a number, but this is an Olimar brush that we received also in previous boxes. I'm going to just go ahead and apply this color all over the lid just to set the concealer and apply it as a base. Just very quickly, doesn't have to be all neat. And that way your lids aren't creasing or anything like that. The first palette that I'm taking is this Olimar Cosmetics palette. This is La Reina del Caribe Eyeshadow Palette Volume 1. And it looks like this inside. I'm going to take the color Cocoa Taxi and use that as my transition color. I have no idea what look I'm going for. I'm just hoping that this comes out well. When I'm in a rush, I always reach for this palette because it has the prettiest lighter like lid colors, and this is my go-to transition shade. By far, this is the prettiest eyeshadow I have ever used. So then moving on, I'm going to take the Nightingale Pretty Vulgar palette, and it looks like this in here, and I'm going to take this color. Damn, I was already ready for that. You guys saw that? I'm going to take the color Flip Out. Alright, so I'm just going to apply it right at the crease. Okay, so now that I've blended it pretty well in the crease, I'm going to kind of blend out the outer edges so that it blends really well into Cocoa Taxi. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is just take the same concealer and apply it to the back of the hand. And just dip into that with the other Olimar brush. It kind of looks like this here. Now that that's done, I'm going to take the color Malecon. I'm telling you, it is so freaking pretty. If you can see on the palette, there's like little water drops, and it tells you whether you can apply a little bit of water so it intensifies it. I'm taking the Tarte Ready Set Radiant Skin Mist, and this was also in one of my previous Boxycharm boxes. I like to spray it on my makeup table, and then I just dip my brush into it. And then I'm just dipping into the eyeshadow, and then just gonna tap it on at first. And this is like a pretty like goldish, greenish shade. It's like a dirty gold. I'm gonna take the color Varadero, something like that. And I'm applying that to this outer part here. That's looking so pretty already. Okay, so now I'm going to really intensify this look by using the color All Nighter from the Nightingale palette. And I'm taking an angled brush like this one here. This is by Morphe. It did not come in my Boxycharm, but I'm just sharing with you guys because I love this brush so much for the outer corners. And I'm just going to tap on here. Just like that. And then I'm going to do the same to the inner part here. Okay, so now that I have my eyes pretty much done, I want to really intensify the crease since it is a cut crease. I'm going to take the Sigma E30, and I do have an affiliate link with them. In case you guys are interested in shopping with them, you can save 10% off by using my code, and I do make commission from that, and that just supports my channel. So it's a win-win. I'm going to go back in with the color Flip Out and really intensify the crease here. This didn't come in my Boxycharm either, by the way, but it's such an important brush to have whenever you do a cut crease. Because you always want to go back in and really cut, make the illusion that that crease is extremely cut, you know what I mean? So I'm just going to remove this now. I'm going to wipe off the same pencil brush, And I'm going to take the color Varadero, which is this one here. That just got more intense because I put a little bit of the setting spray on there. And look at that. And then I'm going to take the same angled brush and then I'm going to apply all-nighter to this outer part just to darken that up. So I'm pretty happy with my eyes right now. I'm going to take the Wander Beauty Unlashed Mascara. Okay, so basically these are the only lashes that I've received so far from Boxycharm, and I know that 2 months ago you guys received the House of Lashes. This is 3 months ago. These are the Baddington Monroe Silk Lashes. Yeah, they're out of place because I seriously use them way too much. I forgot to apply some inner highlights. I'm going to take the color Break Free once again from the Nightgale palette. And just slightly apply a little bit, not too much. I just want to lighten it up a little. So for this look, I feel like I want something really full coverage. So I'm going to take the Superstay Maybelline Foundation and I'm in the color 312 Golden Door. I'm going to use the Luxie 660, which we received in our box quite a while ago, and I truly just love Luxie. I feel like they have the most high quality brushes and they just feel so soft on the skin. They're just really nice. This brush also gets like right into the crevices of the nose. I'm going to use the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer and I'm in the shade Medium. So this brush, I received it in a previous box. It was quite a while ago. This is the Motive Pro BMX 250 Chisel Brush. And this is by Royal Crown Beauty, I believe. And it works so freaking well to really clean up down here. It's really fluffy to really blend all that out. You see how much work I didn't have to put into that? And it works so good above the eyebrows as well. Next, I'm going to take the Bare Minerals and I'm going to use the color Matte in here, which is this one. I'm almost hitting pan because I use it so often. And I'm going to take the powder brush. This is the Luxie 516. I keep mentioning what's from Boxycharm. There's just like a few items, you know, that I am not using from Boxycharm, so I feel like I have to tell you guys. You see how matte that just made me look right now? So the Pure Cosmetics contour palette was delivered to my previous address and I don't have anything to contour with, so I'm going to contour real quick off camera and I'll be right back. Okay, so for blush, I'm going to use the Note Desert Rose blush. I do prefer this over the Laura Geller that we received this month, only because it doesn't have shimmer and it's matte, and I'm obviously going for a matte look. It's not too powdery, but it's very pigmented, so every time I tap my brush on there, I kind of like dust it off a little bit. For highlighter, I'm going to take the Artist Couture Diamond Glow Powder, and this is in the color Illuminati. We got this so long ago, but I still have some. It's in powder form, so definitely lasts a while. Okay, and then by far the Girl Lactic lipstick has been one of my favorite ones, and I received the color Blossom. I've received so many lip products from Boxycharm, but most of them are dark, and I don't like dark lipstick because I can't reach out for it on a daily basis. And colors like this, I definitely do see myself wearing out. Let's just go ahead and see how this color looks. We're just going to go ahead and set the face with this Tarte Ready Set Radiant Spray Mist. Back it up, back it up. Okay, so my hair is in place now. I really hope that you guys like this concept. I have mentioned it a few times, and I'm not sure if anyone else has ever done this before. And I was just thinking right now, maybe I should do this yearly, like what I received within a year with Boxycharm. I think that would be so neat. Just to see what kind of collection you're building up with this box, and if it's worth it for you guys. To me personally, I literally would not have the amount of makeup that I do if it wasn't for Boxycharm. And I've learned so much about new brands through Boxycharm, so I really appreciate this monthly subscription box so much. If you are not already subscribed to Boxycharm, I do suggest that you check them out. I'll put the link down in the description box and it'll direct you straight to Boxycharm if you do want to sign up. I did want to mention that I do make commission off of you clicking on the link and signing up, and that just supports my channel and supports me, and I really appreciate you guys being here, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I will catch you guys in my next video.